Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Not that he hasn't got any other problems, of course, but more problems appear on the horizon for Starmer. Mainly, of course, from business groups, from the Tories, from people in the general public, and even now, strangely, some people within his own party. And it's all to do with Angela Rayner's Employment Rights Bill. There's certain aspects of this bill that appeal to no one. Generally all of it annoys the employers. Most of it annoys the Conservative Party. But there's even elements that annoy people in the Labour Party. And generally the advice is for Starmer to either halt it, stop it and get rid of it, or at the very least water it down sufficiently. Otherwise they're going to be left with billions out of pocket because millions will lose their jobs and yet more investment will basically leave the country. He must know this. For him to push this means he knowingly knows something is bad and he's going to do it anyway for political purposes, knowing how bad it's going to be. What does that make him? Well, the latest sort of push is that the Tories are more or less begging him to stop it. The CBI and the Director of Institutes, the Institute of Directors, are both saying this is going to be so damaging to the British economy that they cannot see any way round some of the provisions, and that they're already warning that around 40% of employers are already, before this bill comes in, going to make people redundant or fire them or close them down simply so they can do it beforehand. That when, if they need them, they can bring them back, but they're only going to bring them back on short contracts. Great news. Good for businesses, eh? The unions have caught hold of this. They're now saying, oh, this needs to be retrospective, which means that no matter when it comes in, it's got to apply now. That's not how British law works. And so there's no way that that's going to happen. And so the unions are going to find themselves going, yay, look at this. We've got all these extra rights for workers. It's just a shame there's no workers. And of course, it's going to damage the unions, because when people do inevitably lose their jobs, they haven't got the money to waste on, union fees. So they'll stop paying and the unions won't have any money. What a shame. Everyone is against it. Anyway, others within the party are actually starting to see the truth. There's some backbenchers worried about certain aspects of it. Some of it they like, some of it they don't. It's you can't pick and choose though. If you're in the Labour Party, this is your party's policy. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.